In the cold nights of Chicago, where skyscrapers reach towards the heavens and the wind howls through every corner, the story of three women unfolds as they return to the city where it all began, a place where shattered dreams and the hope of revival begin to sprout. This is not just a musical resurrection, but a journey of confronting past ghosts, unresolved secrets, and a life full of lurking dangers. Beyond the Gates creates a dramatic space where music is the thread that connects, but also where the shadows within each woman begin to emerge clearly. Anita, Tracy, and Sharon, three icons of a golden era, were once leaders in jazz, soul, and R&B music. They were bright stars, their voices and melodies once storming the stages of the Midwest. However, as time passed, unresolved conflicts from the past caused them to fall apart. Now, after many years of separation, Anita has decided to return to Chicago with the aim of reviving not only their musical legacy but also their old relationships. But will this return truly be a redemption? Or is it a dangerous trap waiting to be sprung? Chicago, with all its prosperity and allure, is the place where the trio's success may begin anew. But it is also a city filled with secrets they never anticipated. The relationship between Anita, Tracy, and Sharon is not just about restoring a musical legacy. In the shadows of this city, a powerful force plots behind their return, eager to seize control of their musical assets. An enigmatic businessman, with a murky past, seems to be maneuvering to manipulate their reunion, and if they aren't careful, this trio might just become pawns in his game. Meanwhile, their relationship becomes increasingly tense. Tracy, with her sharp and strong personality, has begun to doubt and mistrust Anita's motives. Trust has been broken due to past events, and Tracy fears that this is just a ploy to restore the reputation of someone who once betrayed her. Sharon, ever the dreamer, is struggling with deep inner pain. Personal losses have robbed her of the optimism she once had. Yet, like anyone from their past, Sharon cannot deny the deep connection she feels with the music and with Anita. With unresolved grudges, the trio is forced to face challenges not only from the outside but also from within themselves. Can music truly heal the wounds of the heart? Can they rediscover the harmony that once made them legendary? Or will their return open a storm that they cannot control? Their journey began with great promise, but an unexpected tragedy struck. On a freezing night, after completing a rehearsal, a catastrophic accident befell Anita. Struck by a delivery truck as she stepped onto the crosswalk, Anita collapsed onto the sidewalk in excruciating pain. Sadly, this accident changed everything. Once again, Anita, Tracy, and Sharon are faced with unimaginable pain and difficulty. However, this event is not just a physical shock. Anita's accident becomes a pivotal moment, forcing the trio to confront a painful truth. The past is not just full of beautiful memories but also of wounds that may never heal. Anita's critical condition places them all under immense strain, pushing Tracy and Sharon to reflect on the mistakes of the past and the cracks in their relationships. Anita's recovery, though slow, becomes a symbol of strength and resilience. But can she overcome this pain? Or will everything be shattered by old ghosts? Before Anita's accident, the trio had planned a grand return, starting with open mic nights and a special show at the Regal Theater. However, this return is not just about making a mark in music but also about testing them all. A major question arises. Can they truly overcome the conflicts and sufferings of the past? Will the buried secrets continue to affect them and cause everything to fall apart? Their journey is not just the revival of old tunes, but also the rediscovery of trust between three women who once shared a deep bond. But things are never simple. Throughout this journey, an invisible force seems determined to manipulate them, forcing them to face new challenges. Physical and emotional barriers will never be easy to overcome, as all three must fight not only with themselves but also with those who wish to seize the legacy they have built. In the end, will their reunion become a proud milestone in their careers, or will it be an enduring disappointment? Beyond the Gates is not just a story about music, but a dramatic journey full of sacrifice and trials. In this journey, Confrontations take place not only on stage but also within each soul as they face the past, attempt to heal old wounds, and uncover the truth about what happened. Every note played, every step on stage is proof of the power of friendship, music, and the belief in the ability to recover. But can they overcome the ghosts that haunt them? Or will Chicago once again prove to be the place where broken dreams can never be reborn? The answer is still unknown, but surely, this journey will be an unforgettable event. As Anita's recovery progresses, so does the tension between her and the other two women. Tracy, driven by years of betrayal and the scarred remnants of the past, has begun to harbor even deeper doubts about Anita's sincerity. The fractures that have formed over the years seem insurmountable, and while the music has always been their common ground, it's no longer enough to bind them. Each note they sing together carries the weight of years of unresolved anger and mistrust. Sharon, caught between her deep yearning for the days when their voices harmonized in unity and the painful reality of their shattered relationships, struggles to find peace within herself. Her dreams are tainted with the ghosts of failed promises, and yet, she is the one who desperately holds on to the hope that music can still bring them together. Chicago, with its darkened streets and dimly lit stages, has become the perfect backdrop for their turbulent journey. As they prepare for their first big performance together since the accident, every step forward feels like a dangerous gamble. The city, once full of possibility, now feels like a labyrinth where every corner hides secrets, and every ally has a hidden agenda. The weight of their past, the power struggles, and the looming threats make it clear that their return to the stage is no simple musical revival. It's a battle for their futures, for their legacy, and perhaps even for their lives. The enigmatic businessman, whose shadow looms ever larger over their journey, has begun to make his moves more boldly. His influence stretches into the very fabric of their reunion, pulling strings from the shadows. It's not just their music he wants. It's their story, their image, their power. He's a puppeteer who knows just how to manipulate each of their weaknesses, and he's willing to go to extreme lengths to claim what he believes is rightfully his. With every performance they give, he tightens his grip, pushing them closer to a breaking point. As Anita, Tracy, and Sharon face their inner demons and external dangers, their relationships become even more fragile. The lingering question remains: can they truly overcome the shadows of their past and reclaim their legacy? Or are they doomed to repeat the same mistakes that led to their fall in the first place? The lines between friend and foe blur as they struggle to determine who can truly be trusted. Anita, torn between her desire to rebuild what was lost and the knowledge that some things can never be fixed, finds herself on the precipice of a decision that could destroy everything. Does she continue down this path of reconciliation, or does she take a darker route, one that could lead to the ultimate betrayal of the very people who once stood by her side? But just as they begin to believe that they might weather the storm together, a new, more dangerous threat emerges. Someone close to them, someone they never expected, has been feeding information to their enemies. Betrayal, once again, rears its ugly head, and their delicate unity begins to crumble. The culprit is someone within their circle, someone who has always claimed to be their ally but now reveals their true intentions. The stakes rise higher when one of them receives a chilling warning. The past is coming back to claim its due. A mystery long buried, one that could tear apart everything they've worked for, has resurfaced. And the consequences of ignoring it could be devastating. With the pressure mounting, Anita, Tracy, and Sharon must decide if their music, the bond that once connected them, is enough to overcome the deepening fissures. The night of their biggest performance looms closer, but so does the storm. The city of Chicago, with all its promises and threats, stands as the final test. Will they be able to rise above their past and their enemies, or will the gates of their return close forever, sealing them in a world of regret and missed opportunities? In a final twist of fate, the night of their performance arrives. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. Just as they step onto the stage, a shocking revelation is made, a truth that no one saw coming. Their lives, once full of music and harmony, are now on the verge of being completely rewritten. And with one final note, their fate will be sealed. Will they emerge victorious? Or will the darkness of their past swallow them whole? The gates are open, and the women must decide whether to walk through them into the unknown or let their legacy fade into obscurity. Their music, their relationships, and their very survival depend on the choices they make in these final moments. The end of one journey could very well be the beginning of another, one that will test their limits, their loyalty, and their strength. Beyond the gates will leave no question unanswered, as the ultimate showdown looms on the horizon, ready to claim everything they hold dear.